Vidyahami. Give, give. Aham, I. So, translation. I am in everyone's heart as the super soul. As soon as one desires to worship some demigods, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. Purport. God has given independence to everyone. Therefore, if a person desires to have material enjoyment and wants very sincerely to have such facilities from the material demigods, the Supreme Lord, as Super Soul in everyone's heart, understands and gives facilities to such persons. As the Supreme Father of all living entities, He does not interfere with their independence, but gives all facilities so that they can fulfill their material desires. Some may ask why the all-powerful God gives facilities to the living entities for enjoying this material world and so lets them fall into the trap of the illusory energy. The answer is that if the Supreme Lord, as Super Soul, does not give such facilities, then there is no meaning to independence. Therefore, He gives. You need time or you okay? Both the living entity and the demigods are subordinate to the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, the living entity cannot worship the demigod by his own desire, nor can the demigod bestow any benediction without the supreme will. As it is said that a blade of grass moves without the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, generally persons who are disturbed, who are distressed in the material world, go to the demigods, as they are advised in the Vedic literature. A person wanting some particular thing may worship such and such a demigod. For example, a deceased person is recommended to worship the sun god. A person wanting education may worship the goddess learning Saraswati. And a person wanting a beautiful wife may worship the demigods Uma, the wife of Lord Shiva. In this way, there are recommendations in the Shastras, Vedic scriptures, for different modes of worship of different demigods. And because a particular living entity wants to enjoy a particular material facilities, the Lord inspires him with a strong desire to achieve that benediction from that particular demigod. And so he successfully receives the benediction. The particular mode of the devotional attitude of the living entity toward a particular type of demigod is also arranged by the Supreme Lord. The demigods cannot infuse the living entities with such an affinity, but because he is the Supreme Lord or the Super Soul who is present in the hearts of all living entities, Krishna gives input to man to worship certain demigods. the demigods are actually different parts of the universal body of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, they have no independence. For he agrees through the demigods to fulfill the desire of all living entity. But both the demigod and the living entity are independent on the supreme will. They are not independent. I am in everyone's heart as a super soul. As soon as one desires to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. Nice. Last, as it said, Krishna sees that he gives the demigods the ability to give benediction to living entities. Otherwise, they cannot do it. They have not this power. Through Lord Krishna, they get the ability and power. So then, then at the end, all the Brijbasis and Nan-Baba said, okay, let's go and worship Indra, Govardhan. And then after worship, Indra got very angry. And he wanted to devastate the whole Vrindavan and Vrindavan Vasis, and Krishna protected them. So the same way the gopis, they also worship Katyani. But this is when you worship to get Krishna's service, benediction, Krishna's love, then the demigod is power to give you benediction, because you are worshipping to get Krishna's blessings. So all the gopis, they worship Mother Katyani. Their desire was to get Krishna as their husband. So this was perfect. When you have desire, when you do service, when you have desire to get love from Krishna, this is perfect. Your service is very appreciated by Krishna, and he bless you. So then Katyani, Mother Katyani, she came to the gopis and she blessed them that yes, your worship has been fulfilled, and full moon, Krishna make rasa dance with you. So she blessed the gopis through Krishna. So this is how this is the bona fide way that when Krishna is involved, then it's perfect. So the gopis their desire was perfect because they wanted to have Krishna. So we have, like Prabhupada says that, to worship demigods, to get Krishna's blessings, to get Krishna, then one can take the opportunity to get blessings from the demigods for Krishna. So like when Prabhupada said, when somebody is sick, then can worship sun god. Devotees do Surya Namaskar to keep it fit, to serve Krishna. So Surya Namaskar is also one kind of blessings from sun god. Energy is given to you to keep your body healthy. Yes. So Mother Saraswati, she's in charge of learning. One can learn verses, can pray to Mother Saraswati to give you remembrance. No? Because she's the mother of learning. No? She can bless. So this is all what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that through him all the demigods has power. Now, even the Diwali, when Diwali was celebrated, Lord Ramchandra comes to Ayodhya with Lakshman and Mother Sita, and was not. She sent Lord Ram to forest for 14 years. So this was also planned from demigods. No? But the plan was to, because when the demigods saw that Ram will become the king, so who will kill all these demons, Ravan and all these demons in the Lanka and all, the Lord Ramchandra fought to. So demigods thought, what shall we do now? No? So then they went to Mother Saraswati and said that you have to do some task. You have to manipulate the mind of Kaikai. And that Lord Ramchandra goes in the forest. No, if he becomes king, then the demons will not be killed. Yeah, so then this is how it happened. No? The demigods were planning like that. So just to bring Lord Ramchandra, Lord Ramchandra came actually to kill the demons and to make the Mother Earth free from the demons and protect his devotees. So this is what happened in Ramayana, the story of Ramayana. And then if you see the story of Vithalnath in Pandharpur, Vithalnath is is in Maharashtra, the temple, and this temple is the deity is open. There is no altar. Vithalnath is standing like this on a stone. It's a deity like that, and you can go and touch his lotus feet and embrace the Lord also. This is the. I think this is the one deity of Krishna is like that. He is so merciful. Other deities are always far away. You can have his darshan. But here, Vithalnath, you can touch his lotus feet and you can embrace him. So Vithalnath is a very beautiful deity, and Rukmini is when you go around, then it's Rukmini. So they are not facing each other. This another one is like that. No? This another one is like that. No? So you go around, have darshan of Vithalnath, you go around and have darshan of Rukmini. So Vithalnath is, there was one devotee. He was pure devotee of Vithalnath, and his parents were very, very old. No? And he used to always serve his parents. So Krishna wanted to see how he is serving his parents. So he came at the door of this devotee and said, "Here I am. I am Krishna. I have come to see you, give you darshan." And this devotee said, "Yeah, you have to wait a little bit. I am serving my parents." So there was a stone. He just gives, "Here, you can stand on that. No? When I finish, I come to you." So then Vittal, he stand on the stone and he stand like this, because if you are waiting for something, you do like this when the person is coming. So he stand like this, and he was waiting. And Rukmini, she said, "Where is my Lord? Some time gone and he's not back." So she said, "Let me go and look what's going on." So she came and she saw Vittal standing like this on the stone. So she also stand near him like this. So these are the deities in Pandharpur, Vittalji. And Vittalnath is one devotee called Tukaram. No? Tukaram was a devotee of Vittalnath, and he used to worship Vittalnath. And this Tukaram, if you have seen the film of Tukaram, it's very nice, very, very old film, very beautiful, very nicely done. So then he was also a Brahmana, very poor. He was married, he has a wife and 2 children. And he used to always just sit and do bhajan. And the wife, she said, "Please go and work. We have nothing to eat." No? And Tukaram said, "Yes, you are right. I should go and work." So he went. He got a job to take care of the fields. There was a field of sugarcane. And he was, you have field, then you have they make a hut of grass. You sit very high, then you can see if there is some animal coming and eating, so you can go and that the animal runs away. So he was sitting high and watching the fields, and he was singing bhajan. And all the people will come. There was a Vittala, Vittala, Vittala. They used to sing like this. There's a very special way of the dance, very, very special way. They have this hands thing. There is some rings and the wooden thing. You put in your fingers and you do. You must have seen the picture of. And the step, we have like Swami step. They have very, very special kind of steps. They sing like this, very, very speed steps, like this. They dance. So then all people, they stopped working, and they came, and there was big bhajan going on. People were dancing, Vittala, 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 Vittala. And then the crops will grow very, very good. The boss was very pleased with Tukaram, because the grains, they grow 3 times more because of Tukaram. No? And then he used to give him some grains every day. Then he used to go home, and the wife grind. There is a mortar. There are 2 stones, and there is a small hole, and there is a handle. So you go you put little grains inside, you go like this, and the grains grinds, and flour comes out. Very traditional way of grinding grains. If you go in India, in villages, they grind with this very healthy. You grind every day fresh flour. So then, the wife was little pleased with him that everything was okay. So this is the story of Tukaram. He was completely devoted to Vithalnath. Yes, it's a beautiful Jai Nishingadev, beautiful deity of Vithalnath, very, very beautiful deity, Pandharpur. And so now the story of yesterday was Gopastmi. So there was very nice drama. This is one pastime that Srimati Radharani wore Gopa's dress. And there is another story. When Krishna was 3 years old, he started to graze calves. Then after 1 year, he said to Nanda Baba, I'm now grown up. I want to graze the cows. And Nanda Baba said, no, Lala, you are still very small, very young. Cow grazing is very difficult. They are big, big cows. The Gopas, they are grown up, they should do it. You go with the calves, it's nice. So in this way, somehow, Nanda Baba pacified Krishna. Then he became 4 years old. Again he started, no, I want to graze cows. I want graze cows. And again Nanda Baba somehow explained him that you are too small, you are too young. Yashoda Maya says, look, Kana, it's not easy, you will be very tired, and I'm worried about you, so we wait until you are a little more grown up, then you can graze the cows. So somehow they pacify Krishna, so 4th year gone. Now he's 5 years old. And this time he didn't stop. He was nagging Nanda Baba and Yashoda every day. So then Nanda Baba said, okay, but we have to do ceremony first. We just cannot do like that. So then they did the ceremony. And then Nanda Baba said, okay, from tomorrow you can go and graze the cows. So then next day, Mother Yashoda is still trying to convince Krishna that he should not do it. She said, look, Kana, there are stones, thorns, your small little feet are so tiny and so tender, you will get hurt. And you will be hungry. What you will eat in the forest? And Krishna said, my mother, in the forest there are flowers, fruits, different leaves you can eat, and they are very healthy for me. Then I will become very strong and very healthy. So don't worry about that. And plus, it's so easy, Mata. What you do is you cook, you put in a tiffin, and you give me. Cook nice rice and yogurt. Brijbasi the ladies make such a nice yogurt. So you cook nice hot rice, put it in the pot, and yogurt. That when I'm hungry, I can eat. So you don't worry about that. Then Mother Yashoda said, but Krishna, I think I make shoes for you, because these stones and thorns will hurt you. Then Krishna said, yeah, that's a good idea, but what about my cows? They have also tender feet. So if you make shoes for all the cows, then I will put my shoes. So this question was gone. And then all the and Krishna says, you see, and Mother Yashoda said, no, Kanna, who will protect you there? There may be some wild animals in the forest. So, and then Krishna says, oh Mata, don't worry. You see all these cowherd boys and Balaram. Balaram is always with me. He is strong. He is elder brother. He will protect me. So you don't have to worry about that. So in this way, Mother Yashoda was trying to convince Krishna that he don't graze the cows. And Krishna tries to convince Mother Yashoda that she don't have to worry. Such love, both of them. Yeah. And then Krishna says, okay. Then next morning they got up, got ready. All the cowherd boys got ready. Still Mother Yashoda was trying to that Krishna don't go. Yeah. And then the Gopa says, hey Kanna, are you coming or not? We are going. Yeah. And then Kanna said, I'm coming. He just ran. So then all the cows, they started to run in front. And because so many cows, they run, so all the ground became, the sand became very, very sandy, very fine. So the cows were cleaning the road for Krishna. Yeah? That's why cows are in the front. They stumble the stones, and that's why in Vrindavan, the sand is so fine, very, very fine sand. And it's so soft when you walk to Yamuna. You are walking like in a soft pillow. So fine because of that. The cows and the calves, they staple in the stones and thorns and sand, and so they make very, very bed of fine sand. And then Krishna, and then there is because the cows are running, so there is nice dust. Smells so fine, fragrance, and it falls on the cowherd boys, on Krishna and Balaram, and they look so beautiful. So in this way, and Krishna plays the flute, and then they go to graze the cows. So this happened on the Gopastami also, that Krishna started to graze the cows. And then in the evening they came back. All the gopis and all the they were waiting for their children, and Mother Yashoda was waiting and embraced Krishna and bring him nice preparations to eat, butter, makhan. So this is the pastimes going every day, everywhere, every day. Whole Brijbasis, they go different places to graze the cows. And the cows are so happy. And then what happens is that afternoon, when all the gopas has eaten, all the cows are peacefully sitting after grazing the grass. They are, the cows, what they do is they take out and they chew, and that makes the milk. Very nectar milk, because the cows are chewing the grass, and then from that comes the nectar milk. Our cows are also giving so milk. So much is the cream on the top. Yeah, you can see in that time so much cream must be there. Huh? So thick milk, and our milk. And the thing is that the milk don't get bad. Yeah, if you buy milk from the outside, it gets very quickly bad. But our cow's milk, they can stay 5-6 days without cooking. Nothing happens to them because they are pure. They are not given all these stuffs. What other cows are given to make them big. Yeah. So this is the story of Krishna, how he started to graze the cows. Yeah. And in the forest, when they are eating, they eat. Everybody eat. The cows are peacefully sitting, and Krishna stands on the tree, under the tree. Beautiful, very fragrance, cold, not so hot air, and he's playing the flute. And all the gopas are sitting near Krishna and hearing the flute. And then like this is going on, but then Kamsa, he was so much, he was always in in worry. He was afraid that I will be killed by Krishna. So he used to send the demons one by one in Braj. And every few days there were some demons coming. And Krishna has good time wrestling them. And all the gopas are looking how Krishna is killing them. And they say, oh, Jai Krishna, beat him, kill him. Like that. It was like a wrestling game for them. No? They know that Krishna will protect them. When Aghasur came, yes. It's a big python, huge. And he kept his mouth open. And the Gopas and Krishna came in the morning. They said, what is this? What is this? There's such a big thing. And it looks like a big cave. It was never before. It just came. Okay, let's go and look what is inside. So then Krishna didn't say anything. They started to go, all the gopas, one by one. They went in the mouth of Aghasur. And Aghasur was waiting for Krishna, because main was Krishna, no? So then Krishna thought, this Rakshas will devour my friends. They are in their body, in their stomach, and there is so much fire inside. He will destroy my friends, so I have to go and protect them. First comes the protect, then comes the killing. So then he went in. So when Aghasur saw, he went in, he closed his mouth. So inside was dark and stinky, and so Krishna just pissed with his fist, make a big hole, and he opened his mouth. Then he was choking to death, and all the cowherd boys came back, and then they started to praise Krishna and dance, and big festival took place again that Krishna killed such a big Rakshas, Aghasur. Yeah. So, are there any questions? 5 minutes left to our Arti. Hare Krishna. Yeah. And there is a very nice story about Vithalnath. Yeah. There was one Mataji with her son, Namdev. And they used to go every day. Mother used to cook and bring the offering for Vithalnath. So this Namdev, who was a small boy, 6, 7 years old, and he used to pray to Vithalji, you know, why we have to bring you food? Why don't you come to our place and eat? You come to us. Then my mother has to not carry all this for you. You come to us. So in this way, the prayer was going for some time. So one time, Vithalji came to him, and he said, because in Vittal Padarpur, in Vithalnath's temple, the temple is just closed for 3 hours. 11 o'clock night it closes, and 3 o'clock it opens again. The Lord is standing all these hours every day like this. Yeah. So then Vithalnath says, if I come to you, who will stand there? And all the devotees will come. They will not have my darshan. So I cannot come. So this Namdev said, we can do like that. You come and I will stand on your place. And Vithalnath, oh really? Okay. I will tell you what you have to do. What you have to do is, you have to stand like this. Yeah? So, I come 11 o'clock at night to eat. And 3 o'clock, the temple opens. So what you have to do is, before the temple opens, you have to stand there. And when the pujaris come, they will do the abhishek. Put cold milk or yogurt on you. Then comes the milk. Then comes the honey. Then comes the warm water. But you should keep your eyes closed. If you open it, they will beat you. That you are not Vithalnath. Yeah? And you have to stand like, you don't move even. You should not move. You stand. And then after Abhishek is done, they will dry you. And then people will come to have my darshan. They will touch my lotus feet, and they will massage, and they will embrace me. So you have to stand. Even the embrace is hard, you don't move. You have to do this. And Namdev said, okay, I will do it. So then Krishna came and Namdev went. And Namdev was standing there. And yeah, he followed the instructions of Vithalnath. So then, all this Abhishek was done, everything was done. But then Namdev became hungry also. And then he became tired also, no? And Krishna was sitting there enjoying mother's cooking, He said, oh, nice, I have free time. And then the pujaris found out that this is not our Vithalnath. So then the Vithalnath came. So today also, once a year, on this day, on the Gopastami day, they dress the Lord as Namdev. And they meditate that today is the Namdev there on the altar. So this is the story of Vithalnath. So the devotee wanted that, so he did that. Yes. And there is a very nice story. My mother told me that many, many years ago, 500 years ago, or more than, there was one Mataji. And she was a widow. And she used to maintain herself by making cow paddies. And these cow paddies, she was selling them. And in this way she was keeping herself. And because she was a devotee of Vittalji, she used to chant Vittala, Vittala, Vittala and make the paddies. And every day just chanting and making the paddies. So then there was a neighbor. In the neighbor, there was one lady. She was also making paddies, yeah? But her paddies were not so, she didn't have somehow. And then she thought, oh, why should I take this? Maybe I take paddies from this neighbor, Mataji. So in the evening she went and took her paddies. So this was going for some time, and this Mataji was thinking, why my paddies are so less? I make always so many. So then one day she found out that this neighbor, she's taking her paddies. So there was a pile of her paddies from her and from the neighbor. So then she went to the king and said, my dear king, my paddies, she is taking my paddies. So the king said, paddies is paddies. How am I know your paddies or her paddies? It's a hill or paddies. So then the king, because the king knew this lady Mataji, she is a devotee of Vittalnath. He knew that she is not lying, yeah. But the other, so but how to make the law? How you say? Justice, yeah. How to make? So then he went near the paddies, and he was just looking at the paddies. They looked the same. Then he took one paddies, and he was. And from the paddies came Vittal, 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 Vittal. So then he called his soldier and said, separate the paddies. You do like, and if you hear, then this Mataji's paddies. Yeah. So this is the devotion of this lady. Yeah, it's a true story. It's a true story. Yeah. Vittalji, story of Vittalnath, how he was reciprocating with his devotees. Yeah. So many stories. Krishna with his devotees, how Krishna used to. One story is very about the cow, as we speak about the cows. When the cow, this is the day, Gop Ashtami is the day where our mother cow appeared. Yeah, she appeared on that. So then, when cow was appeared, Mother Krishna entered her in the cow. So all the demigods, they saw. So all the 33 crore devta entered in cow. In every little, that's why it is said in cow there are, all the devtas are residing in the cow. So pure is the cow. Ketla 33 crore devta, no? Yes. So then, even in ears and in the tail and everywhere, every inch, every demigod was residing. Only 3 demigods didn't go in. Ganesh, Lakshmi Devi, and Mother Saraswati. They didn't go. They didn't think of going in the cow's body. So then, after some time, they found out, oh, we did a big mistake. We should be also have shelter in our Kamdhenu cow. So they went to the mother cow, Kamdhenu cow. Can we enter in you? And the cow said, sorry, no place. No place. Maybe you go to Vishnu and ask him. So they went to Lord Vishnu and said, we are sorry, we did a big mistake. We didn't take a shelter of our Kamdhenu cow. You are all there, only we are so proud, we were so proud. can you please give us some shelter, some place? And the Lord Vishnu said, sorry, it's too late now. But I have one option. Yes, please. One is that in cow mutra, in cow urine. One place is that, and one is cow dung. Then, no, it was Ganga's. No, it was Ganga? Mother Ganga, I think. Was it Ganga or Saraswati? Ganga. Mother Ganga, yes, Mother Ganga. Yes, yes. Not Saraswati, Mother Ganga. And then Mother Ganga said, I would like to go in mutra, cow urine. So that's why cow urine is anyway pure and is more because there is Mother Ganga residing. And in cow dung, Ganeshji and Lakshmi Devi. That's why cow dung is very, very pure. Yeah? So many medicines are done also. And in Yagya, cow dung. Yeah. So that's a nice story of our mother Kamdenu cow. Yeah. So this Gopastami is a very auspicious day. So many things happen. So many. Yeah. So still Pujari is not ready. Yeah. So Mother Cow ki Jai, Gau Mata ki Jai, Krishna, Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Or Premananda.